Hey, it's Beth, and this is your reading for March 20th around creativity and leadership. It's the first day of spring. Actually, it's the first couple of hours of spring, and the moon is waxing. It just was new 2 days ago, and Mercury's about to go direct. So I think once Mercury goes direct, we'll start to feel that real thrust of spring, but it's already happening. I think there's a sort of a bit of a grogginess and sleepiness. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the weather. But yeah, let's look into what the cards are saying today. And don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. That helps other people get a chance to see it. I've had some great messages from people. But private messages, so not on the channel. So I'd love to have people comment on the channel as well. So, okay, let's look at the energy today for March 20th, Friday, March 20th, around your creativity and your leadership. So your leadership skills, your leadership drive. Let's look. What's the first card? Oh, Five of Voices. So there is an image of the Five of Voices, and it really has to do with like some kind of argument or battle. It's the Five of Swords. So if you remember that in the Rider-Waite Tarot, there is conflict, and it's a conflict, and there is a need in this card. There is a need to bring peace into a situation that is very volatile and conflicted. So in the bottom of the card, you see a group of women meditating. Not sure what this other woman is doing, but people are definitely like finding like a need to find the middle way, the middle path, or to resolve some kind of conflict that's happening. As the sun goes into Aries today, and it's conjuncting Neptune and Saturn, I suspect that there are some volatile tempers, and so I think finding that middle ground, finding that peace, finding that space away where you can collect yourself and contemplate and center yourself again might be a good idea. So how else do we want to look at that? Okay, Page of Inspiration. I love this card, especially for Aries. This is the Page of Wands, and it's just a real firecracker of a card, and it just shows the kind of creative force that's available to you now. And so it might be something like, instead of putting that energy into anger or judgment or fighting or control for power or conflict, maybe conflict is what is needed, but then also finding your creative power, like channeling that energy into your muse, into your creative ability, into whatever you're doing, your writing, your music, your art, something that you can channel that creative force into. So And the pages are always about kind of young, wilder energy too. So you may have a drive to start something new. You may feel very creative, but not know how to channel it. And so that could end up kind of going in funky ways when we don't have a way to channel our creative energy. It can feel blocked, and we can feel really explosive or angry or just, frustrated. We could take it out on other people. So this is a reminder that you are in control of your fire, your creative fire, your passions, your creative energy, and that you need to find that outlet if you don't have one. And if you do have one, like, get on it, do something with it today. Here's let's get a third card around this idea. I just want to shuffle that a little more. That didn't feel something kind of not quite right about that shuffle. So let's see about this creative fire and the 5 of voices. Okay, here we go. That feels cleaner. Okay, another fire card. Wow. So 8 of inspiration, 8 of fire. This is about taking action now. So doing it, it's like what I said about the page of inspiration. You've got all this creative energy. You've got something has gotten reignited. If you don't channel it, it's gonna get channeled into something that is destructive instead of constructive. So you want to create, the energy here is about, the way I'm seeing it right now, it's about creation, not destruction. So there's the potential for destruction, but you want to do is channel it into creation. And so the 8 of wands, the 8 of inspiration, is saying, all right, go do that. Go hurry up. Look how we're matchy. Go hurry up and do that. Do use that energy. It's going to burn. It's going to burn fast. It's going to burn hot. Use it to your advantage. And, I'm getting this message, like there's little snails up here, up in the corner. It's hard to see, but I just got this hit that when we don't have a means, when we don't have a creative channel, when we don't have a way of, channeling that creative fire, it can get stuck inside us and it can make us tired and sleepy and sluggish. So if you're and argumentative, so if you're feeling that like heavy like energy of spring, in the northern hemisphere spring, then the big thing to do is to make a plan of action and do it right away. Maybe it's just like, okay, I'm going to take an hour and just, draw or dance. Maybe this is to me, I see a lot of movement, like body energy. So maybe you need to pour that into creative movement and dance and jumping and dancing around your house. And just the message of the 8 of wands is to do it, and do it now. Like, take advantage of this energy and pour it into something, pour it into a goal. It could even be writing, because the voices, the swords are here. Maybe you need to before you say something, write a bunch of stuff first, or make your own video or something. Just, express and get it out, and just, yeah, do it today. Like, get the energy moving. And so here's let me get a card from the Sacred Creators deck that can and help you with this. And so put your attention, yeah, your money too. Put your money and your attention into your art, and your creative projects today, and just go for it. So what's it saying in the Sacred Creators deck? External validation, number 50. So again, I don't know, I don't have I don't have memorized what this oracle deck means. But what I see, right off the bat is a 5, with, because of the 50. And so that somehow relates to the 5 of Swords. And so what are we saying? We're saying external validation, finding your own vibe and your own beat, effortlessly attracting others because of your warm energy, tuning out the noise of external validation, and listening to your own heart, opening yourself up to external validation and accepting compliments. So for some of you, maybe it's shutting out the need for external validation. And for other people, maybe it's like letting down the barriers and allowing the compliments, allowing someone else in that has something to say. External validation can build you up and give you the encouragement and support to continue. Positive external validation whispers, "We love it, continue, we want more." It can be wonderfully supportive and reassuring, and offer glimpses into what's possible for the future. In this way, external validation can be a driving force for your success. Yet, on the other hand, it can be terribly addictive and become far too important if you give it too much power. It's important to learn how to tune it out in order to tune in to your own vibe and creative north. And so that is a really, really good lesson that for creative people and people in striving towards leadership positions, is that yes, we need to hear the input of others. It's not always gonna be great, and we can choose who and what we want to listen to. Like, if you really value someone's opinion and they're critical, then that's really important. But if you just have critical people around you that are always critical and aren't really helping, like, you can, I think you give people the benefit of the doubt and you listen to their criticism, and go, sure, okay, I'll adjust, I'll listen to this. But if you just, if you realize time and time again that they're just, they just like giving out advice, or they just like being critical, or they're critical of you, then, at some point you're like, no, external validation isn't, you don't need that from someone. Well, actually, they're not validating you, but you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you don't have to, there's certain people that you just don't need to look for it from, because you're not going to get it. On the other hand, if we don't get some validation of our lives and our creations and what we're doing, then that can be very, very limiting. Like, we need to show up and share what we're doing, share our ideas, share our art, share our our creative projects with others, and just we have to be vulnerable to let other people see what we're doing. And oftentimes we can be our own biggest critics. So this can be a huge step for creative people to just feel safe with showing their stuff, and not being addicted to likes or encouragement, or any other people's opinions. So, but then also not being not being overly concerned with it either way. And we do need some, but we can't be like always looking for it, because that can, that's distracting. So it's a fine balance when you're creating things. Creativity isn't made for just you all the time. It can be sometimes, but really it's something to share. And then we need feedback in order to know if we're appreciated, because we're humans. But if we listen to all the negative feedback, we'll get paralyzed. So it really, it's kind of a catch-22 in a way. But it's so essential. I think it's part of the human dialogue to share and receive and grow, and share and receive and grow, and things like that, without getting too attached to the responses. So there you go. There's a spring reading for March 20th. 2026. Again, please like or comment or subscribe if you've enjoyed this reading. It helps a lot. Okay, thank you. Bye.